Hi everyone, welcome to Hauler Time. My name is Amy and I've got another Temu haul for you today, so stay tuned. Alright, it feels like it's been forever since I've done a Temu haul, and today's the 27th, and I think my last Temu haul maybe aired on the 24th, and then I'm still going to have to edit this, so I don't know what that means when this will get up, but this is hopefully the last video that I'm filming on my Surface. My new computer came in today, and hopefully I'm going to get it set up after I filmed this, and hopefully I won't be having problems going forward and that things will process faster, because it sure takes a long time for me to edit stuff. So sorry, I still got, every once in a while, have just a thing in my throat. So this is a lipstick I got on Temu a while back, and I accidentally got two of these. So one of these I keep in my purse, and today I was rooting through my purse looking for my medical debit card because I had a doctor's appointment, and I'm reaching around in my purse and I come out and I thought my finger was bleeding. Well, it turns out that one of these that I keep in my purse, this part came off, and that's actual lipstick in that part. So I was like, kept sticking my finger in it, I guess, and I got it all over my coat and all over the stuff I had taken out of my purse trying to find the stupid card. So if you have this kind of lipstick, watch out, because this little part will pop off sometimes. All right, and then my other update is the green boots that I got that they were a size too big, but I thought maybe I could fudge my way with some bigger socks. No, they were a total horrible experience. I mean, I couldn't even wear them around the house for 5 minutes before I had to take them off. It was just, even though they were kind of fluffy inside, they were still slippery, and so my foot just kept sliding, and I guess it had enough of a heel on it that it was so uncomfortable. So those are getting sent back. So I'll keep trying. I did get a pair of boots in the mail today that's not in this haul, but it'll be in a future haul, that also looks too big. Like, I don't get it, because I do measure in that particular case, but some people's 8.5s like seem like this when they should be like this. So whatever. So I learned some things at the doctor's office today. So that coughing that I had for weeks and weeks, the doctor does think that it was probably COVID, and I never tested myself for it because I never got a fever, and so I don't want to be one of those people that just assumes every time you get sick now you have COVID. But she said because I was complaining about losing a lot of hair, and I've also been having chilblains in my toes, which I also had when I had COVID. And so she said that put together probably means that I did have COVID during that, and I just never got a fever. So great. But hey, 2-time survivor, I'll take it. All right, so first things first, a pair of jeans. Now, I paid $19.34 for these, and these are now $22.04. I'm not going to try these on, but they're super cute design on the pocket. There is a lot of fading on them, so you can see on the back a lot of fading. And I got these in a 1XL. I don't know though if it was on the plus side or just the women's side, because those are two different sizes. But here's the front. There's something like the stitching over here is kind of, there's a couple sharp, and there's a couple pieces of the stitching that are sticking out here that are a little rough. Anyway, just a normal front, but then it does again have this extra whitewashing, which it showed in the picture. And I don't know if you can, how well you can see this, but it also showed, you know, some of the like faux fold lines, like to make it look a little bit more worn, are in there, but they were stronger in the picture, so I'm kind of glad that they're not as significant here. And they're kind of a straight cut, but then they've got this cute button design at the bottom, so they can kind of go over boots and that kind of thing. So I'm excited to try these on, or excited to have more jeans to wear. All right, and then this next thing, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but these are the bras that I really like, only they have the lace covering, but they've turned around and made them into like thermal shirts, not shirts, but well, I'll just show you. I paid $28.99 for this, and it's now $27.99, and there's 5 in here. I'm just going to take out one, but let me tell you what colors. So we've got this light that's a little bit darker than ivory, and then we got this one, which ends up being like my skin color, so it's kind of a pinkish bluish color, and then black, and then kind of a, I think that's gray, but it's kind of a bluish gray, and then a darker rose mauve color. Okay, so you get 5 of these. I don't have any of the bras with the lace, just because if I'm wearing a shirt, I don't really want there to be a lace pattern poking through the shirt or whatever. But they didn't have these without the lace. So again, oh, this is like super soft, softer than the ones that come with the bra. But it's the same, like the design is the same to here, right? But then it goes on and it has the rest of the shirt, so it almost becomes like a bra tank top, or I don't know what you'd call that, but the idea is that this is thermal, so it's a thick, but it's super soft. So I better not pull too hard on that. I need to figure out what that's doing. But then it's got this, just like the bra, it's got the sewn in padding, and then it's got like the shelf here in case you add some of your own padding to hold it in there. And it's like, I mean, there's seams up here at the top of the shoulder, but for the most part it's seamless. So I thought I'd give that a try and see how I liked it, since it's the kind of bra I like. And I got these in a 2X, and they come, you can get those in, I think, 3, 4, 5, or 6 piece. Not necessarily in the same listing. Some of the listings have different amounts, but different sellers. All right, next is another pair of pants. These are a 2X, which means I got them on the women's side, which means they are a 16. Because 2X on the women's side is 16. Whereas, well, no, that's what it is on the plus side. So maybe it's a 14. I don't know. I paid $12.59 and they're still $12.59. But these are kind of army green. It's kind of, the material's kind of like a khaki, like khakis twill, or I don't know what you'd call that. But it's got a stretchy waist. The drawstrings are real, not just for show. And then it's kind of got your cargo style pants, and then it kind of has this kind of a bottom, which is supposed to be stretchy too. It's a little stretchy, but so is the pants. So I can't tell that there's really any difference to this to these two. But yeah, I've got a pair of army green pants, but they're kind of a little too big now, and they got discontinued. So this was the next closest thing I could find, because I really did want, oh, and they have pockets, good. I really did want kind of that, since they're army green, I wanted that kind of cargo style. Are these real? And these are real too. You never know with Temu, right? I am getting tired though of getting things that don't have pockets. I really miss having pockets around. All right, I think this is the last clothing item, and this is a sweater. Okay, I paid $15.69, but it's up to $17.48, and this is a 1XL. So that would be on the plus side, a 14. So I guess a 2X on the women's side is a 14. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why 2X can't be the same everywhere. So it's really pretty. I really like these colors, and I like this stitch. It feels like you would expect this stitch to feel. The neck is kind of a scoop, well, not really a scoop, just a rounded neck. And the sleeves come like that at the bottom. The bottom of this is the same, but it does seem short. So, but we'll give this a try on at the end and see how this is working. But I really like these colors. And when I don't have beat face, this is kind of the right color for my face. So, all right, well, I want to try this on, so let's put that up there. With its bag, in case I have to send it back. All right, oh, that was not the last clothing item. This is, I think, unless there may be socks in the bag, who knows. This is a robe, and I paid $12.38, and it's now $10.58, and it came in different colors. I picked this one because it's super fleecy. I mean, it's like a blanket. And let's just unfold it here. All right, so it's got the tie in the front that ties to the inside of the left side. So that's your first layer of closure. And then it's got a regular belt for the rest of the closure, and it's got pockets, and it's fluffy on the inside and the outside. But it's just a really nice fleecy, and not the kind of fleece that pills. So is that brushed fleece then? I don't know. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to try this one on because it would have to be a pretty dire situation if that didn't fit. But yeah, it's so soft. I love it. All right, what else? So now we're down to tons and tons of little things. So we have a bracelet coming, but I've already put it together, so we'll see. Yet another bracelet. All right, then for $1.57, or you can get it for $1.78, I got a stamp set. And I'm going to take it out of this since, of course, the stickers are in the wrong spot. And find something white to hold it up again, but hang on. Okay, sorry about that. So here is the stamp set. So just numbers and different ways to say number, and I really like those. Definitely can definitely work well with some vintagey type applications. So there's that. I can't wait till I get my computer set up because I also bought that document scanner, and so I'm going to start, well, I'm not going to scan the stamp, but I'm going to start scanning some of the treasures that I've hunted. All right, so this next thing is diabetic compression ankle socks. I paid 71 cents, but they're now running $1.59. I got size small, medium, and white with black accents. But what I really like about these is they are toeless. I really don't like wearing socks, and so I made sure to get, I don't know, especially with compression ones, even though I like the way compression socks feel, actually I think they go this way. I don't want my toes crammed in there. And for a lot of diabetics, now I don't have this problem, but a lot of diabetics, you really have to watch your toes because it's really easy to jam a toenail, and that can be like bad news for someone with diabetes. So if you're in that boat, just know that they do have toeless options. But you can see all of the extra stitching in here to compress. But I love how when you put on compressed things, it automatically cools, like there's a cooling sensation that happens. So yeah, I really like that. And I've got a black pair of these that we'll see at some point. I don't know if it's today though. All right. Oh, and here we go. So this one is the black one, and I got it in large, X large, because I don't know what size is going to fit the best. And this one, these were more expensive. I paid $1.97 and they're now $1.99. Different seller. And these are more of a, it's hard to see, but it's more of just a ridged, you can kind of see that, a ridged design. But this part is stretchier than this part. And again, toeless. So yeah, so I guess whichever, although I gotta say, these look smaller than these, don't they? And yet these are the large, X large, but maybe they stretch more than these do. So I don't know. All right. Guess I was not done with clothes. These are some black pants, 2X, that I paid $9.97 and they're now $9.98. Ooh, these are super soft. So these are leggings. Oh, you know what? These are not pants. This is a tank top. So I have hauled this on here before, so I'm not going to try this on, but this is the tank tops that I really like because it comes up in the back. And so if you were, your bra strap would show with this, and it's got a really long, big armhole, so that would show too, but I wear these under things. But I really liked this one because of how it hangs. which is why I still got a 2X in this. But it only comes in black, green, and red. So I really wish this one came in white, but it doesn't. So yeah, I love this, and it's super soft. Like, it looks a little shiny, but it feels like the soft, really nice cotton shirts that we have in the States that are nice. I'm trying not to say all right before every single one. Then I got some lace. This is beige lace that I paid $1.29, and it's now $1.48. And I was really happy with this one. I thought this is really pretty. It came in a lot of different colors, and it doesn't say how much there is of this, but it's a decent amount. And for $1.48, I mean, that's really nice. So this would be really nice on a cover of a journal, or used inside the journal, you know, like maybe this much of it to make a pocket or a belly band, or, you know, something. But I really like this, and like I said, this comes in lots of different colors, but I've been trying to get mostly ivory things just because I'm afraid to get too many colors in case I never do anything with that color. But, and it's some of the lace, I think there's a thing of lace in here that I've got that's like really rough, and this one's not rough. I mean, it's not soft, but it's not rough. Oh no. I don't know how to describe lace. That's putting my face too close to the camera. I'm gonna have to just pull the bag up. Okay, this was a Black Friday penny deal. I don't know why it took so long to get here, but it's just a USB charger that I paid a penny for. And I got a pretty pink, and now it's been discontinued, so maybe that's why they offered it for a penny, because it's gonna set my house on fire. I don't know. But I don't know if that means only this top one is this 3.1A, or if they're all that. It just really doesn't say, and it doesn't come with anything that says, so it is worth a penny. But you can never have too many of these, right? And when I saw that it was my penny deal for whatever day it was, I was like, heck yeah. More lace. Now this lace looks almost exactly like some lace I got at Dollar Tree. But this one I paid 79 cents for, and it's now 98 cents. So cheaper than Dollar Tree. But I can't get to the one that I got from Dollar Tree to compare. But it is of a similar width and design. This is just tissue paper. So these would be nice for like page edging, or even covers or bindings. But this is it's a nice, sturdy lace. And this one feels, I think what it is that other lace that I haven't got to yet that is rough almost feels like it's made out of recycled plastic or something, but these feel like they're made out of yarn or whatever you make lace out of. And this, you get a pretty good amount for that price, so I'm really happy with that. And for Christmas, we went over to my parents, and my mom has a kind of like a craft closet in the basement. And so I went and raided her. Last year, my daughter and I raided her craft closet for like buttons and stuff like that. I meant to get, or to look to see if she had any embroidery floss, but I forgot. But I was looking through, and she had a bunch of lace scraps, so I took all those. She's not using them anymore. And she had a bunch of cross stitch books, you know, with patterns in them, so I took most of those too. All right, so here, this is much browner than I thought it was going to be. This is light coffee, and sure, okay. This one is super soft, like it would have been kind of a rayon-y kind of material. And it's super thick, so you could really do a lot. I mean, this is how much you get, which looks like about a yard's worth. So again, you could, you know, cut this off and have a pocket, or you could wrap this around your spine and have some on the spine and on the front and the back, all kinds of stuff, or all the many other things you can do with lace that I have no idea about. But yeah, this one also came in a lot of different colors. Actually, all of these probably came in a lot of different colors, but I'm trying to do neutral. But this is a little oranger than I might have liked, and a bit browner. So, and because it's so wide, like I could see using this as a page edger, but maybe I might also consider using this to tea dye some paper, you know, kind of getting the paper wet and then putting this on top of it to kind of see if I can get this pattern to go through, because that would be super pretty. It's a good size for that. So I may try to do that. I've ordered some plastic lace tablecloths, but they have not come in yet. I'm getting antsy, and when I keep going treasure hunting, I keep looking for that kind of thing, because they're from the 70s and 80s, but I have not found any. So I find other stuff that's that age, but not those. Oh shoot. I'm gonna try, this is that diamond tester. So I paid $4.99 because I got this on a spin the wheel deal, and it's regularly $9.47. But I recall having watched Hey Everybody do this, and this takes a 9-volt battery, which I do not have down here. But I think what I'll do is I will try to, at the end, maybe before we do the fashion show, I'll try to go upstairs and find one so that we can put it in here, and then I'll try to get some. I've got a CZ kind of ring on here, but I'll get some of my Moissanite rings and my actual wedding ring, and we'll test it out. Now, I was with my husband when we bought the wedding ring, and we bought it from Hellsberg, so that one better be real. But so I'll wait to show you what this looks like till we try it out, unless I forget, and then, well, I guess it'll be a different video. Alright, I think I accidentally bought this twice. I paid $1.99, it's now $1.59, but it's just a single roll of washi tape that's got like advertisements on it. And yeah, it's just a bunch of advertisements, like from magazines. So, and is this the kind, I'm always curious if it's actual washi tape or if it's just a roll of stickers. So let's find out. That can make a difference to some people. If you've got a roll of stickers, then you can go through that roll and pick out the ones you want when you want them. Of course, it's always fun trying to get all the plastic off. Okay, this one I believe is stickers. And I'll tell you why. Because when I peel this off, there's the sticker back right there. So I think they've stuck down, you know, the end of it so that I can't accidentally just unroll the whole thing. But that'll be nice. I will appreciate that more, because if I want to use one of the, like these scissors, this scissor ad, maybe that's the only thing I want, so I can kind of use it like stamps. So good. All right, next I've got, speaking of stamps, I paid $2.41 for these dies, and they're now $1.91, but it's stamp dies, and these are supposed to be for tickets, but I guess it's the kind of ticket that has a small detachable spot, but otherwise I can make a row of 3 stamps or 2 stamps. So you just run that through your die cutting machine. So these would be good for, even if you don't, I mean, these would be good for making cards, right? Because you could use these to cut out little pieces for your greeting cards. All right. Oh, this was also inspired by Hey Everybody. Sunglasses, or not sunglasses, but glasses that have the holes in them to, because, you know, if you ever are, for those of you like me that don't see so well, you know, if you hold your finger in a tiny, and then you look through that tiny hole, everything is like good and you can see just fine. So that's the concept of these glasses. I got the ones that had the holes all over, but they do have ones that just have like 3 holes. And now I'll tell you, when I have these on, it does look like I'm looking through a honeycomb, so I can see all of the black around the holes, but I will say I can see you just fine. It's very clear. Now, it's not quite as clear trying to look something far away, but I can still see it and I can still read the stuff that's over there. So, and I'm curious now if the ones that just have 3 dots, if that would be even better. But my husband tried these on and he said that he would get a headache from wearing these because of all the, I think he felt his eyes were having a harder time adjusting and focusing. But I'm not experiencing that, but I don't know where I'm going to wear these. And I mean, my glasses still work better if I'm trying to, say, watch TV from bed. So I don't know what the value of this is per se. I mean, I think, well, I don't even know. Would they function like sunglasses? Because there's all those holes in them. But if you have pretty good eyesight and it's just a little off and maybe you just wear readers, maybe these would be good and you wouldn't have to worry about which intensity of reader that you get. So now they're not pretty, so there's that. But yeah, so I just wanted to try it. I mean, the science behind it is accurate. It does work. And if I didn't say, I paid $1.34 for these and they are still $1.34. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you don't really need to spend a lot of money on glasses, because you don't really need glasses, you can pretty much see okay, but you're just bumming around the house, maybe these would help you see better for super cheap. I don't know. Whatever, give it a try. All right, next I got some, I don't know if they call these post-it notes. I mean, they don't call them post-it notes, but that's what these are kind of are. But they're macaroon ones, and I don't know why they're called that, except that they're round and they're kind of the size of a macaroon. I paid 149 cents for these, and They are now 263, and it does not tell me on here how many I get in this, but what I liked about these and why I bought them is because they are transparent. Well, that's not transparent. All right, let's just see. What can I try this on? Well, let's try it on a receipt. It's supposed to be like a highlighting kind of post-it note. But these don't really look, well, you can sort of see through it, but not like you could in the picture. But yeah, it was kind of in the picture made it seem like they were more of a highlighter, the effect of a highlighter, but that is not this. So either I ordered the wrong kind or the picture was deceptive. And either one of those could be true. But you get blue, pink, purple, dusty rose, white, actually that's more gray, yellow, kind of a blue-green, and then like a peach. So there's that. What did this come in? I don't want to lose these. So yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with this because really I don't need post-it notes that are this size, but I thought they were going to be cool to highlight things. Suckered again. All right, this I did on a spin the wheel deal. This is a 100-piece label set, and I paid $7.34, which is still a lot for spin the wheel, and they're now $10.48. But it's just full of labels. So we've got some red and green ones in here, and you can see there's at least two, I think, of each one, and you got some numbers, a set of black and white ones, kind of vintagey. I'll take them out in just a second. Actually, these are the more vintagey ones, colors. And then blues, maybe? Blues and browns. But let me just open one to see what kind of quality we're talking about here. And a lot of these, if you're into vintage and grunge, you'll have to do that yourself. They come kind of clean. There are some cool ones though. I mean, I like having stuff like this because then you don't always have to go and cut little pieces out. And they're stickers. But of course, you know, they're cutting things off, so you're not getting the whole thing. But the quality is like all the other, well, let me take that back. I don't think you could put these on a Stanley cup, for example, and then wash it. I don't think they're that good. And they're more of a matte feel. So there's another one. I've got some red. See that the seal is not broken. Ooh, some airmail. So just a random assortment of kind of designs. I really like this one. Oh, this is like a medicine. It's a powder, effervescent powder. So yeah, so I'm happy with that. I wouldn't have, it was only $3 difference from the spin the wheel deal and what I paid, but that was enough. Like I kept looking at this box and thinking, oh, I'd like to get that, but I just couldn't bring myself to spend $10, even though you do get 1,000 stickers, so maybe it's worth that. And you do get this nice box, so I'll take it. And these will get put in my growing tower of ephemera, which I've discovered that my husband does not like the word ephemera. So I asked him if moist ephemera would be better, and he was grossed out. All right, here is another, must have been a cheapy deal because I don't know why I bought another one of these if it wasn't, but I got it for 59 cents. It's discontinued. So again, I think this was a Black Friday kind of deal that for some reason took forever to get here. Oh, here are some more. How many of these do I need? These are some more of those bulb pins. I paid $1.62. They're down to $1.27, and there is 100 in here. And I got the mixed metals, but they are, I don't know why I'm showing you guys again, but in case you're new here, welcome. These are bulb pins. They look like, well, I can't see that. They look like a light bulb, and they open like a safety pin. But you can, sorry, you can hang dangles, charms and stuff off of these in your journals or any other crafty thing. So I think I've got like 3 of these in this bag. So again, I don't know what I was thinking if I was trying to make some kind of a, hit some kind of a limit, but yeah, I don't need this many of these yet. Here's number 2. And then I did reorder these. I found I lose these pretty easily, so I'm going to keep one of these down here and another one in my purse, because the one in my purse I lost or was stolen. I'm going to go with stolen. I paid 17 cents and they're now 19 cents for 2. All right, this is the lace that is super rough. I paid 69 cents. It's now 78 cents, and it came in a lot of different colors. 10 yards of it, okay? Now, it's rough, and so when I have used a little bit of this already, and what I found was it's also super stiff. It's almost like it's got starch in it, but I also think it feels like it's made with that recycled plastic. But it's a super pretty, I like this design, and you could put this, well, as trim anywhere for anything, card making, journal making. I don't know if you'd want to use this on clothes, but anyway, it's super pretty. It's really easy to cut. But I did find that when I was trying to glue it to something, it did take a little bit of extra oomph to get it glued down. Now, I will say that when I was gluing it, I was using art glitter glue, and perhaps Fabri-Tac would have worked better. But you get a ton of it. This comes in all different colors, and it's a very good, it's just a very good, simple pattern. So I like it. I just wish, well, I don't know if I wish it was softer, because then it would be different. But I guess because it's not soft, it definitely doesn't have that vintagey feel to it, if that is important to you. Oh, Okay, so then I also got this tiny little thing of lace. This is the lace show. I paid 39 cents for this. It's now 44, and it says one size fits all. So who knows what that means. But this one is a very soft lace, very delicate, but it's really pretty, this would make a really pretty edge on a paper. And so it looks like we're talking about a yard again. And it's a little stretchy. And what color does it say I got? Oh, it doesn't say a color. So I don't know if this is white. Sometimes when they say it's ivory, it really looks white. This one looks white to me. So this could be tea dyed or coffee dyed, because sometimes they don't have a good ivory option. It's like white or light brown, and there's like nothing in between. So it would be very easy to hand dye these if you needed to. But this one's really soft. But yet very, very delicate. So it's definitely not as hardy as some of those others. But I figured there's so, well, I just keep saying this, there's so much crafting goodness on Temu. I mean, really that, you know, a lot of us have been saying how the prices on Temu were rising and all that stuff, but there's still really good pricing for craft items. Speaking of which, this is some more stickers. I paid 89 cents and it's now 98 cents. Actually, these are not stickers. These are little pieces of vellum with, like that one's like a postcard. So you would just tear these out when you wanted to use them. I feel like I've maybe gotten this one before, but I like vellum, and I've got vellum and I can print on vellum myself, but I don't know. 89 cents, shoot, I'm getting it. Now, I don't buy every one of these I see because there's a lot of subjects that I'm not interested in that they do these in. I'm not very interested in aquatic kind of stuff, but if it's old postcards or old invoices or flowers, I like those kind of things, so I will get those. And shoot, I buy every single one, every single option they've got if it's one I like for 89 cents. All right, next is a little brush. This I got for the car. I paid 39 cents. It's now 77 cents. And this is supposed to be really good to get the, it's really soft, but just to get the crumbs out of places and to dust and stuff. Now it's gonna make the dust go everywhere, so that's why I'm saying it's probably more for crumbs and stuff, but it's just a good little size brush to have, and it's so soft. Now I could see lots of different crafting applications you could use with this, but I did get it for the car. And I think I said what I paid. Yeah, I said what I paid for that. Okay. Next, okay, I was disappointed with this. This is a charm bracelet. I bought it for 98 cents. It's still 98 cents. I thought I was getting one like have been coming on those advent calendar ones, but it is sort of in that it's got a lobster claw and it's got an extender, and one side of this, well, maybe not. I never know. I realized the first advent calendar that I got that I didn't, you know, I was saying how it didn't work and it finally figured out that it twisted. All the other advent calendars have had those two parts disconnected when you open that thing, so to make it obvious. So if I'd opened one of those first, I'd have been okay. So this one, maybe you don't twist because it's thin enough that your beads would fit on this, which means it's not what I want, because I wanted the ones that you have to twist so that the beads can't come off when you take the chain on and off. So I'm not going to use this one, but it was only 98 cents. So actually I could use this then in crafting instead. Whatever you can't use for yourself becomes junk, right? And then your junk you can use in your crafts. Or at least that's what I'm gonna say. Oh, look, here's number 3 of those bulb pins. This might be the last thing. Okay. So, back to this. $6.39. It's still $6.39, which is a really good price for 2 bracelets. These were red and green, so they're similar, and I think actually some of these probably are the same charms as the one I got that I was going through day by day with you guys. But that's okay. Then I can make symmetrical bracelets if I want to. But they're a really good size bead compared to some of the ones that they sell by themselves. So we've got bells, Christmas tree, snowflake, Santa, pine cone with a bow on it, and the holly berry. And they did a good job at dividing how many beads you get versus charms. I like it when there's kind of an even number, or where you can alternate. So it wasn't exact, but actually I don't think I was like really paying attention when I was putting the beads on this one. But yeah, so it's a really good size bead. And then this is the other half, and it's got a really good lobster claw. But again, this is what I was looking for, is it's got this big side, so you have to untwist this to get the beads on, but once it's back on, the beads cannot go past that, and it has nothing to do with the clasp. So then here we've got the others, so you can see candy cane, present, wreath, hat, reindeer hat, and then charms or beads in between. So yeah, so for $6.39, yep, that's a pretty good deal. All right, so that was it for the stuff, but I'm gonna pause and see if I can go find stuff to show this with. And actually, let me just make sure that it only needs the 9 volt. I just saw a 9 volt upstairs, and I'm pretty sure I have a box of 9 volts from Amazon, since that's what our smoke detectors use. Okay, so it comes with instructions. I've seen this demoed on Double T's Treasures. Sorry, phone's ringing. I don't think people are allowed to call this late. So I don't know what that's about. Isn't there like a time of day when telemarketers can't call anymore? But it comes with this guarantee, which quite honestly, I want to use in a junk journal. Okay. So here is the thing, and here is like the voltage information, but I'm pretty sure it only needs a 9 volt, but let's just check. Yeah, so all right, so I'm gonna pause, I'm gonna go upstairs, find a 9 volt, find some jewelry for us to test and come right back. So hang on. All right, I'm back, and I went ahead and just put the sweater on at the same time. So let's talk about it first. So I think this one fits fine. I like it. Now the only thing is it is short. So I mean it's not so short that if I raise my hand you're going to see my stomach, but it's just shorter than what I'm used to. But it's still fine. So I think this is a win. I like the colors, and so yeah, might even wear this tomorrow. All right, so I got this plugged in, and in looking at the instructions, first you have to figure out what the temperature is like where you're at. So in my basement right now, it's between 50 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit, or 10 to 30 degrees Celsius. So, and the things that I'm testing are all over 0.6 carats. So that means I'm supposed to set the level meter to 2. So this moves. So I want to get it set to 2. All right, 2. And then, yeah, see now it's set to 1 when I didn't do anything. So this is a little fickle, that part of it. Now if you touch metal, so I took off the little cap that was on here. So now there's this little piece of metal on the end. Now if you, I was going to say, when you don't have any marks, this like beeps and stuff when it's touching metal, but it's not doing that now. So this is my actual wedding ring. So getting into the red or past 8 is supposed to mean it's a diamond. All right. This one is nothing special. So, okay. This one is that new Moissanite ring that I got in my sponsored. And all 3 of these stones are supposed to be Moissanite. So that's good. This one is also a Moissanite. Now let's try the little stones on the sides. Yeah, they're not anything. Well, wait a second. Yeah, they're not anything. This is the colored Moissanite ring that I got. So this one is a dud. Let's go back to this. Yeah. So this one ain't nothing. What was that? Did you guys hear that? Something fell upstairs and then rolled across the floor. Okay, so this one I actually was thinking about returning because it has got a sharp spot on it, which of course now I can't find. Where was that at? Okay, well, maybe this, I'm pretty sure this is the Moissanite one, but nevertheless it's not doing anything. So if it is my Moissanite one, it is going back. All right, I did that one already. And then there's the glass one that I've been wearing lately with my wraparound. Yeah, so it's not anything either. So, and then I feel like there was some, like I had another one down here. Let me see. Oh, this is the Moissanite one. Okay, so this is just very similar. Okay, well that makes me feel a little bit better. So let's try this one, although this is the one that has the, it's got a sharp spot right here. So I'm wanting to send that back because it hurts. Okay, now I feel better. So I really like this. And how much did I say this was? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I got it for $4.99. It's now, because it was a spin the wheel deal, so it's now $9.47. So if you're concerned about what you're getting, maybe this is in your price range and you want to check it out. But I will say all of the Moissanite rings that I've got have tested as I would expect them to test. They should be testing up here in the red if they're Moissanite. So I feel pretty good about that. People kept telling me that they were fake, so I don't think any of mine are. Now maybe there are some out there that are, but this should tell you. So, oh, and it's got on the back, it's got the adjustment. So see, only you have to know your Celsius. So I'm in this middle section and I was doing anything over 0.6, so that's why I was setting it to 2. But you can see, oh, well, so those little ones that I said were nothing, I should adjust my thing to 6, which is kind of weird, isn't it? So 6. So that's on my wedding ring, the little stones on my wedding ring. This, I believe, is the nothing ring. Oh, I was touching the... Yes, okay, so at this setting, touching the metal, it gets you a high result. Well, that seems kind of silly. So that's really hard to just touch the stone. So that may not be quite as accurate as we would like to see. This is my nothing ring. So it goes up a little bit, but yeah, these sets around the edge, they're just too close to the metal. So yeah, I think that this works. And I want to say, is this a magnet? I'm wondering if you can like hang it up with this. Not sure what I've got around here that I can test that with, so it may just be a piece of metal. So anyway, so there's that. I'm very glad that I got this so that now I can put those rumors to rest, at least in my feed, hopefully. That, I mean, some people were getting kind of upset that I was buying these. I don't know why anybody would care what I'm buying, but some people kept saying, I really wish you'd stop buying those. They're not real. So they seem to be real. And hopefully, since it seems that they are, maybe you'll want them now. I don't know. But otherwise, that's the end of this video. And I did learn from my doctor today that the female version of Rogaine that Walmart has is supposed to work pretty well, but it takes like 6 months. So when we were talking about how I was frustrated that my hair is all breaking and stuff, before she realized I probably had COVID, which is the cause, and so once that clears up, it'll stop. But she was like, oh, you know, the stuff at Walmart's really good. I was like, okay. So I guess that's an option I will consider. But anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully I'll get this maybe even edited tonight. Maybe I should do that before I set up the new computer so I can get it posted and then play, right? Right, maybe I'll try to do that. But in any event, thank you so much for watching. If you watched this long, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the kind comments that you guys give me and the subscribing. I really appreciate that. We've hit the 1,500 mark and are steadily climbing. I will be working on freebies that I'm going to do for every 500 step that we get. So once I get everything set up, I'll be working on my first freebie for hitting 1,500 subscribers, and that will be available in my coffee shop, which I will post once I have something there, so I'm not just begging for money, right? Because on Coffee you can just donate to people's channels to help support them, but before I start asking for money, I want to have something to give you guys in return. So anyway, that is coming, and I've got my overhead thing set up, and I should be able to, I'm hoping to this weekend, record my first handsy video. And I've got my schedule planned out for January, and so things are just starting to roll, and hopefully the new computer will eliminate a lot of these problems that I've been having with space and speed and all that stuff. And otherwise, I think I just want to thank you. So if for some reason, this is the 27th, I should definitely be talking to you again before the new year. But if for some reason something happens and I don't, I just want to take the time to thank all of you for believing in me and just believing in this channel and giving us a shot and sticking with me as we try new things in the new year. I know it will not all be Temu. There will still be some Temu, and I know that most of my subscribers have come because of the Temu hauls, but hopefully there's a lot of you that will like some of the other things too. I know some of you said that you don't care what I talk about as long as I'm talking because it's relaxing and stuff. So hopefully that doesn't change regardless of the content that I'm doing. But otherwise, wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Talk to you later. Bye.